Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video, and thank you so much for watching. Thank you to my day ones, twos, and threes. Thank you to all my new subscribers that's coming in. That means well. Thank you so very much and welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, so everything is alleged. The Fair Act use is in my description box. So let's get to it, y'all. I want to respond to someone who left me a comment in the comment section or a message they sent me. And they were asking me, why do I put my Cash App in my, my title or whatever. A lot of people that's on YouTube, okay? They do lives. I don't do live. Okay, I do not do lives. So that's where a lot of people get their support from. So I just put up videos. So I have to put my Cash App in my video because I don't do lives. Someone said, was I trying to come up off of Dolph or whatever? I am reporting things just like everybody else. Just like I said, I don't do lives. So if somebody wants to, support my channel and the information that I'm putting out, then they can donate. That's why I put it up there. I am trying to bring knowledge to rappers, artists, of what's really going on out here. I'm trying to bring a lot of things that's in the dark to light. That's why I am contributing to this, just like everybody else. Each video that you go to, you're going to take away something from their video. If you go to, Most Hated Bloggers page, you're going to take away something new from his videos. If you go to Wretched video, you're going to take away something new from his video. If you go to Paperwork videos, you're going to take away something new from their videos. If you go to Audio Crack 22, if you go to anybody's page, you're going to take away something new. And when you come to my page, you take away something new. I tried to bring something new to the table. There is a war going on out here in these streets. And instead of being stupid and coming into my comment section and saying dumb stuff, get the message. Get the message that's being sent out. Instead of always being negative about the next black person. We are fighting against a slew of Arabs right now, y'all. That's coming in, that then learned, that then studied our race. Our race, there are so many talents out here, y'all. So many talents. And they have found a way to get rich off of our talents. When somebody comes to your page and they say, man your business, these are the ops. These are the people that they're sending to you to try to push fear. When somebody comes to your page and say, you don't know what you're talking about, or you see these new videos popping up trying to say, people are trying to say that, Death Pyre has something to do with this, but they don't, blah, 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 blah. These are people that the ops are sending your way because they don't want the message out there. Okay? So realize this, y'all. Realize what's really going on. We have so many artists that has passed away. And it always stems down to one thing. Their labels that they're dealing with or business partners that they're dealing with. A long time ago, somebody sent me this picture right here, the Riddler. And I didn't understand why they were sending it to me, but it's starting to make sense now. Okay? The Riddler, he has personal things going on with him. Okay? The Riddler has OCD, y'all. He's a narcissist. All right? He is a narcissist. He started off as a child from Waterbury, y'all. This was the backstory of the Riddler. Waterbury. There go that water again, y'all. He was a child that was on the outside looking in. He wanted people to notice him. He was a mad genius, mad scientist. But he did not know how to bring it out. And he figured out a way to get a prize for, putting a puzzle together. Okay, y'all? The Riddler is no different than record labels that has a lot of artists demising on their watch. No different. I want to compare some things from the Riddler to these record labels that's, people are just being taken out of. I want you to pay attention. Because just because some of these record labels, they not having as many people demise as others, they're learning the game. They are learning the game as well. That's why some of their artists are starting to come up missing. When they're trying to, not missing, but, being taken out. If someone comes up off of studying you, flip that crap, okay, y'all? Study them. It might save your life. If they studied the game on how to get you all to work for them, give you some crumbs, you sign in but you can't sign out, and when you sign out, they get they hit the lottery. Study your enemies. I keep telling y'all, that's the biggest thing Mike Tyson ever said. Study your enemies. Right now, what is it looking like, y'all? It's looking like a lot of artists is having problems with their record labels. They're having problems with these distribution deals that they're signing themselves into and thinking that they are still independent. Study these people like they study you. This is how you get out of this mess right now. Okay? The Riddler. Okay? Think about Final Destination, y'all. Think about this. Think about Final Destination. Think about the Riddler. The trickery of it all. The traps. The prizes. The puzzles. The games. The sense of humor of it all. Think about this. And think about these record labels. Okay, y'all? The cheating. He got tired of cheating. Okay? He got tired of cheating. Think about the cheating. The cheating was going behind people's back, finding out things about them. He got tired of the cheating. Okay? He felt like he was a nobody. Okay? Flip that and think about a record label that can time after time after time after time sign artists. The artist comes up demise. And then the next, right after they come up demise, the people that they were beefing with, they're shaking hands with your business partner that you was just sitting in the chair smiling in their face with, or going out to eat with them. This is how, they juice you up. Pay attention to the game. The Riddler started off feeling like he was a nobody. So he has no feelings for the next person. Now that he's on the other side. Now he's on top, the Riddler. Think about it. And think about all the faceless rappers and artists now. When you sign that paper, you're faceless. That's why there's no emotion. That's why they don't care when you're taken out. It's on to the next. People ask, was the Riddler evil? Yes. He's lovable at the same time. He's evil. Okay? Cruel and selfish. There go that narcissist. He has no feelings. Okay? He betrays his friends and people who, care about him, or people that he meets. That's why he can break bread with you one day and the next day you are being buried. And he's shaking hands with your ops. It's not about record label, because some people sending me messages saying that, oh, this person was with this other record label, so he couldn't be attached to it. Yes, they can. There are videos out. There's information out in the public now saying that different labels, record labels, have meetings with each other. What y'all think the meetings about, y'all? Who we gonna get to beef with who? How we gonna get this paycheck from this person or that person? If these two record labels go out to dinner and both of their artists are ops, one of those record labels is about to cash a check. It's a game, y'all. You're gonna see who's going to win, who's gonna take who out, and who's the middleman. The ones that's beefing, they're the ones that, that comes out the short end of the stick. The managers are now allegedly working with the record labels to help allegedly, and line up these artists. And they're rewarded. I want y'all to think about the Riddler, okay? He has OCD. He cannot pull off a caper without leaving clues. This is what I keep telling y'all about the Greek mythology. Why is Greek mythology is always ending up in there? You know why? Because they learn your Achilles heel. They learn what makes you tick, what your image is about. They sit back, study in you. And then they send out the henchmen. XXX went to get a motorcycle at a motorsport place. Do y'all think it's a coincidence that his enemies, the Amigos, came out with a song Motorsport? But they try to make it seem like it's about a female, but it really seemed like it's about XXX. Change a few things around in that song and you'll see what I'm talking about. Go look up the lyrics. This is not no joke. It's a circle of people that then got together to take out who they want to. And they pick and choose who they want to take out in the industry and who they want to keep. And the most ones that they take out is the ones that has the most talent, because they don't want them to shine more than them. So they don't mind going along with this. This is why I tell you that the industry is tied to the street associates now. They figured out a way to put money in street associates' pockets by putting bags on people's heads. And then the street associates that's out here in the streets thirsty, they pulls out the caper. But at the same time, they use things they've learned about you so they can humiliate you when they take you out. Motorsport is talking about a mall. They're talking about everything that had to do with XXX. These are not coincidences. One of the people that took XXX out, he's from Louisiana, y'all. Same place where who is from? Boosie. Why do Boosie name always come up in a lot of stuff? He was supposed to meet King Von. the night that King Von was taken out. But he did not show up. If that ain't a lineup, I don't know what is, allegedly, y'all. Boosie works for Death Pyre. Either he's going to bring some souls to the table or he's going to be taken out. I keep telling y'all this. They say he was in Dallas a day before Mo3 was taken out. This is what I'm hearing. Word on the street. He left. Mo3 gets taken out, and then he gets sent a picture. Also, and then he posts it. Then we find out later, somebody that allegedly didn't have no paperwork with Mo3. Mo3 is all of a sudden in his movie. Mo3 is all of a sudden, he's getting 65% of money that's supposed to be going to Mo3's family. What's really going on out here, y'all? And then the movie that comes out and stuff, they're saying, I ain't seen it. It has ties to the people that allegedly were ops of King Von, the person that you were supposed to meet up with that night. These are not no coincidences, y'all. There's somebody, a mad scientist, sitting back doing these plays, putting them together, y'all. And if people want to get on the bandwagon, they get on the bandwagon. And they're using things that they can use to get you where they want to get you to, just like Mo3. We'll use this movie. Because even if he's moved out of town or whatever it is, he's going to come back to finish this movie. And this is when this is going to take place. This is how things are done. It's a game of cat and mouse, y'all. The Riddler. The Riddler is someone that does serial crimes, y'all. Takes people out over and over and over again. And when he take them out, he wants to humiliate them. Was Mo3 humiliated? Y'all, ask yourself this question. Was he humiliated? Was Prince humiliated, y'all? I'm not going to let this elevator take me down. He was taken out where they found him at, y'all, on the elevator. It's an act of humiliation. They use your own words to get to you. You have to learn to flip it. You have to learn to put your managers in their places. You are to line up shows. You are not to consume my life and know everything about me and everybody that I know and all of this stuff. Because this is what helps line you up. Stop getting on all these interviews. XXX said this. He said, Vlad is the police. If an interviewer is the police, then he's asking the questions that the police want to hear. He's taken out because he's putting out some real stuff. And people that, I told y'all this happened with Mo3. People get together that don't even like each other. They are from different sides of different street associations. They are getting together to take people out. And then they go back into their corners and act like they don't like each other, but they riding with each other. This is what's going on in the industry now, allegedly. You have to see it for what it is. There is a turn a brewing now, y'all. People are they waking up. When you study your own enemy, your enemy that has OCD, your enemy that has a history of taking out people and leaving clues, just like King Von. Always talking about smoking on somebody. Gets taken out at a hookah place. A hookah is a tool you smoke with. Whitney Houston, y'all. It is a known fact that Whitney Houston did not like taking baths. She liked to take showers, but she did not like to run no water and get in it. She was a shower person. Where they found her at, y'all? In the tub. I want y'all to think about all of these clues that they leave behind. Complex clues. Young Dolph. A week before he's taken out, a post is put out that he always come here, y'all. Come one, come all, if this is where you want to find him. He's gonna come here if he come to Memphis. Where they find him at, y'all? 1 week you holding these cookies in your hand, saying he always come here, and then he is taken out at the same cookie place. Sounds like the Riddler, don't it, y'all? They have found a way to mix up Greek mythology and this comic book crap into making money. What color is the Riddler, y'all? Green. Same color as money. Wake up, y'all. There's so much social media out here. There's so many platforms out here. You do not have to go to the most popular platform to be known anymore. If your name is already out here, you can go to any interviewer. Not the most popular one, but you can go to anyone. One you set up your own self. Answer the questions you want to answer, and that's it. Or just stay away from interviews altogether, because this shows your weakness. Always plan, y'all. When you're moving around in these streets, always plan. And don't let people know your plans. Especially ones you just can't really trust. Let's get to all these labels, y'all. All of these labels that are coming up off of insurance policies and streaming after you have been taken out. I want y'all to wake up, because it's time for people to wake up. I keep telling y'all have new tools now. You can stream your own music. Why do you need a distribution deal to stream your music? It's people out here right now that's streaming their own music, and they don't go through distribution deals. They don't go through the record labels to do it. I've noticed something now. There has been a serious shift lately since these last people has passed away. A serious shift is a brewing right now. And there's a light that's being shined on record labels right now. Is it time for them to find another way to make their money instead of off of people passing, y'all? I want y'all to look at this picture right here. Look at it quick, because he probably gonna come at my video, because every time I show a picture that's public anyway, he tries to get the video taken down. Look at his hand, y'all. Look how he has his hand up while he's sitting there on top of the world, getting rich off of y'all. He ain't got no talent. He tried to be a rapper before, and couldn't make it as a rapper. So he went into his bag of tricks, allegedly, y'all, and studied, y'all. And now he's richer than every rapper out here. I don't think there's any rappers out here that has more money than this man. And he could not rap. He tried. But he studied, y'all. Study your enemies. Okay? If you're signed to this record label, study your enemies and stop falling for these traps. Okay, y'all? Look how he has his hand. He's holding it like he's holding a toy, y'all. This is how the majority of the rappers that's on his label is going out. The same way he's holding his hand right there. You all are a joke to people out here in these streets. And you don't even realize it yet. This guy right here, I knew nothing about until one of my subscribers came to me and said they worried about him. Mozzie. He is signed to Death Pyre right now. I went and started looking at some of his music, listening to his music and looking at his old videos. And then I looked at the recent ones. He's headed in that direction. Okay, y'all? He is headed in that direction. Fast. Okay? And people are so worried about him. There go his warders right behind him. This is my first time really looking at this picture. I printed it out, I did a screenshot and put it up here. And I'm looking at it really good for the first time with y'all. There's that eye behind it. You see the emergency is lit up behind him. Shallow waters. There's the water sign. The pyramid is behind him. That snake sign is behind him. I'm just looking around the room to show y'all things. Okay? He is right now beefing with somebody called CML, Lavish D. And lo and behold, from California. This is where a lot of stuff is coming from, California now, y'all. Nipsey. He was there. Who else? Keeps running back and forth to California right now. Trying to get plugged with people. Yellow. He's running back and forth to California. I'm telling you, these are the hubs. Dallas, California, Atlanta. Vegas is even stepping their feet in there. Getting their feet a little wet. Mozzie and this guy, CML, they're falling for the trap. They are beefing with each other. Now, Mozzie is singing about being demised. He's singing about being sacrificed and, stuff like that. Same thing with XXX. Soon as XXX started trying to turn his life around, the more he tried to turn his life around, the more he started talking about if he's sacrificed or if something happens to him, and this is the table, they can feel it. Are they about to try to cash in on Mozzie? Is it time for Mozzie to regroup? Regroup. Is it time, y'all, to come to his senses? Another thing you have to pay attention to, like I told y'all got to pay attention to timing, and you have to pay attention to, too, their artists, when their artists start to get desperate is when their money is low, too. Okay? And then that's another thing, when they start singing about all of these demises and stuff. And if something happens to them and all of this stuff, they want to leave something for the kids and the this and the that. Just tell you that, the pressure is getting to them. And they've been in the game for a while and they see how things are going. They are dealing with a mad scientist. They are dealing with somebody that has studied them, that has watched all of their interviews, that has listened to them talking about they had mental backgrounds. They are being studied. I noticed something about some of the record labels too. They go to people that's very popular in the jails that don't have, that's not signed. And I've watched some videos of Death Pyre going to the prison and picking up people and signing them outside of the prison place to make sure that they get to them before anybody else. And like I said, after you sign that paper, you become the faceless rapper. You become the faceless artist once you sign that paper. It's all fun and game before you sign it. They're laughing in your face, letting you sit in that chair. Look at Mo3, how he was sitting in that chair. Like I told y'all, it's pretty much like Game of Thrones. How to take out, the king of the north, the king of the south, or whatever, so you can take that spot. Or the next person take that spot, and then they're the target. Look at Young Dolph. He has been taken out. Now, the people that he was beefing with, now they have the bags on their head. Now they're in the hot seat. Same thing. And just because things didn't get quiet in Dallas, don't think it's quiet. Trap, he still have a bag on his head. Yellow has a bag on his head too. They put bags on people, then here comes the karma right back at them. Then the bag is on them. Don't be surprised if they get signed right away, because the record labels, they love controversy artists that's getting into it and everybody don't like. That people want to put bags on their heads because here's their payout. So they don't care about how much they offer you, because they're going to get that back and then some. They make sure of it. Look at Soulja Boy now. Soulja Boy was on there talking all this crap. Now he has boo-goo bags on his head. He is going to have to watch over his shoulder every time he come in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. And it would not surprise me if some mysterious paperwork come up on him if he's taken out, that he will sign some kind of deal with somebody else. Because I did a little homework looking up Soulja Boy. He's got his own record label. Has his own record label. So is there going to be some, fraudulent paperwork that pops up just like Mo3, allegedly, on Soulja Boy after he's taken out? Because it's a matter of time. Because he's kind of stupid and he's hooked on all of this mess. And this is how they get you. And then everybody is going to be all over social media doing the Soulja Boy dance. What is that dance he came out with? Don't be surprised of the riddles that comes out after or how he is taken out. It's going to have something to do with some kind of riddle. I was listening to this Mozzie guy. He's kind of deep. I see why a lot of people like him. He got a lot of fans. I see why they like him. They kind of compare him to Tupac too. But at the same time, look at the beginning when he started out and look at now. Things are getting a little dark. Okay? And you can tell that people are not putting a lot of money into him like they used to. He had videos, and now it's just picture and you know, his music. Things are going into a dark direction. How do you bring them back to the light after they've went into a dark direction? Went into directions that they feel like they had to do in order to stay afloat. How do we bring them back out of this? How do we get them off of this OCD, narcissist, the Riddler's list of who's next? How do we get them off of the list, y'all? How do you beat the Riddler at his own game? That is the question. And if you figure that out on how to beat the Riddler at his own game, then you will find out how to beat these record labels that is putting you on their list of who's next. Wake up, y'all. Okay? Happy Sunday. Good afternoon to everybody. I meant to say that at first. Another one that I do believe that is in danger right now. Another one, a big celebrity that I really do believe they are lining her up. They're making it seem like, she's with a gentle giant. But at the same time, will she be next? People are putting Britney Spears in rap songs. And they're saying that she's most likely going to take herself out. Are they already lining her up? Look who she's in love with now. He's a hunk. Oh, he's some eye candy. But why do everybody got to get married? I know that's what we was told to do. But it seems like that's the enemy now. When people get married to certain people. Now, it's a difference when you both are on the same level and you come up together. But when you're at that kind of status and you done went through some things. You married one guy, he did you wrong. You out here beating cars up. And then you turn around, and now you trying to get married again. And the crazy part about this thing that's going on with Britney Spears right now is they're trying to get the parents out of the way. Now, I'm not saying that her parents was the best parents in the world, but I'm going to tell you this. She been alive all these years. She been alive all these years. She still has her money. She still has her fame. They might have got money out of her. The parents or whatever, how that may go. But why is it so important now for her? People know she got mental problems. They know she should not be allowed to just have all of her money at her beck and call because they know that she can't handle it. Her weakness is men. Her weakness is her, mental state. Should she be allowed to handle her money like that? Even if she did get married, should there be somebody steal over her money outside of her husband? Everybody is out here just jumping on a bandwagon. Oh, she needs to be. They have been keeping her, on the street pharmacy stuff and out of her mind. What do y'all think is about to happen now? They got all these people, oh, the family loves her, and the this, and the that, and the that. I tell you what, they're making sure that they're getting people out of her life out the way so they can have all that access to her. Without mama and daddy, Papa Bear, all in the mix. Pay attention to things that's going on right in front of y'all. Pay attention. These insurance policies are serious out here in these streets, y'all. They are not playing. Pay attention to managers trying to change narratives. Pay attention to things like this, because this plays a big role. And then they try to, juice the parents and the people up in the family and say, oh, this is just for promotion. This ain't just for promotion. You doing what you love to do. This is something that you like doing. Some of these managers, they're getting paid at doing what they like doing. Laughing in people's face, that then grew to love these artists. Playing games with the internet. But woe to the ones when it come back to them. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to jump up off him, stop running my mouth. But I just wanted to jump on here and talk about these things. They have a team of people that's working with them. They got some that slanders your name, like they did Mo3. Future and other people all get together. And I'm hearing now that Future and Yellow, they buddies. This is what I'm hearing, y'all. Word on the street. So it's alleged, because I don't know it to be true. But if they are buddies, now you understand how this game goes. They stick up for each other, and you're the outsider. Just like they try to take Mo3 name off of that flyer. Look at that song, Motorsport, the lyrics. I want y'all to go to that song, Motorsport, and look at the lyrics. Somebody even mentions Boosie name in there. I want y'all to think about all these ties. Think about all these different ties and how they come together and how they help line you up. And people be thinking, oh, I can deal with this artist because he's a different street association from this artist. But in reality, this artist deals with that, your op, behind closed doors. You have to be careful who you're doing business with. Like I told y'all, I think there is a lot of brewing right now. A lot of artists is going to have to start, doing things differently. I think this is going to be a new beginning too for new up and coming artists, because people are going to start pulling in up and coming artists and working with them and doing, features with them instead of doing features with each other because of the ties that they have with other artists, just to stay out of this mix. This is how things are going to start going. People are going to have to start making their money a different way. So they're probably going to have to be reaching out to new artists that's up and coming and do business with them. They're going to have to start reaching out to new people to do interviews with as well, because they're gonna probably start waking up to these people that do the interviews and the questions that they ask. Because a lot of these people, I've been hearing about certain interviewers that ask certain questions, and those questions is their downfall, the artist's downfall. Some of these people are put in place for this. They're getting paid under the table to ask you certain things and get it out of you, pull it out of you in that interview. And then your enemies are running with it. So is this going to be a turn for even people that's, the biggest interviewers out here that's interviewing people? Are people going to start shunning away from them? Because artists are saying their name too much and saying that they shouldn't do no interview with this person. Are people going to start going to other people that means them well, instead of people that's trying to pull out their weaknesses? I'm going to give you all an example. When I started doing this, people start coming to me, other bloggers. when I pulled away from the blogger, then they start mixing up with other bloggers to come at me. One of the main bloggers that got a lot of their people to start coming into them is because they call themselves took up for me. At the same time this person was taking up for me, and I'm telling people he's an older man, y'all go to check out his channel, blah, blah, blah. So I'm pumping him up at the same time. At the same time, behind closed doors, he's working with the person that is coming at me. He comes to my email and asks me, can he send me a shirt? He just got some new merchandise. He want to send me a shirt. So I say when I get me, soon as I get me, P.O. box, I'll let you know. He couldn't get anywhere. Then he comes to me and tells me his real name. Because, he wants to know my name. And, it was red flags to me because you keep on coming at me trying to find out information and dig. And as I'm seeing you coming at me, asking me these questions, okay? Think about these interviews, y'all. He's coming at me, asking me these questions behind closed doors, and then I find out you are working with my op. Somebody that do not like me. Somebody that I stopped dealing with because I didn't like the way that things was turning. And then I find out later that this person, this older man that I sent so many people to, that they signed up to his page because he was defending me, but in reality he was trying to line me up for other people. This particular person from Memphis, particular blogger. See, it's so many ways that people do things. Just like I told y'all, when somebody said, oh, they offered me money but it wasn't enough, you have to back away from a person like that, because they will set you up. When a person nitpicks at other people and you're an older person, red flags, y'all. Red flags. Pay attention to your enemies. Study your enemies. If anybody that you are having problems with right now, study your enemies. See where it's stemming from. See what they want. See who could be over them. Because it might just end up being this Riddler. And you had no clue that he was tied to the Riddler. Or the people that's over him is tied to the Riddler. So pay attention, y'all. That's my message for y'all today. Just like Mike Tyson said, study your enemies. Peace.